What's up, guys? Stephen One Boy Thompson.
It's the IBF champion, Earl Smith Jr.
This is Cynthia Champion.
Hi, this is Michaela Mayer.
This is Derek the Black Beast Lewis.
This Daniel Miracle Man Jacob. Shout out to Kendrick and Matt.
And you're listening to
the Slip and Dip podcast
With your boy Kendrick and Matt.
And you're listening to Kendrick and Matt on the Slip and Dip podcast.
Woo! Coming to you once again, Slip and Dip podcast. Kendrick Johnson, Matthew Wells. Shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. We have an action-packed show for you this week. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 guests. Tell them, Mr. Wells, what is going on the Slip and Dip. We hitting it with that heat on this combat sports weekend that is Mother's Day weekend.
Wow, yeah. We got a lot of stuff for you guys. A lot of combat sports went down this past weekend. A lot of big things. You know, hashtag no Maschenko, UFC 224, Bellator 199, a whole lot of events, whole lot of face punching going on. And we got 4 guests. And man, it's going to be a good one. Stephen Thompson, Dean Thomas, Stephen Wright, Mike the Truth Jackson. Man, we're going a little bit all over the place to get some angles.
224, we got 225, we got the Liverpool, and we got all in between, man. We cover some distance up in this thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Miss is a boxing guy, but we can hit you with the boxing. Vladimir Lomachenko was a certified Hall of Famer. He certified himself last night. He certified himself.
Hashtag no Maschenko. Man, the dude is special. He got put on his ass once he started feeling himself a little bit too much, and then he was like, okay.
That's why we got weight classes, I told you.
Back up again.
That's why we got weight classes. Got hit by the bigger man, paid the price, touched the canvas, but like a champion, he bounced back. But for all you crazy boxing fans, you do not have to go through adversity or touch a damn canvas to be a real champion. People like him now. Okay, he got back up and fought like a champion and got him out of there. Why does he need to be on his ass for you to like him? Why can't you just like that's why a lot of people don't like Floyd. He didn't go to no adversity. He just won 50 fights. Like, the man did what he had to do. Skills paid the bills, and he paid them bills last night with that body shot. Then I know boxing. I didn't see the body shot coming. I thought he was setting up for the combo. Was gonna throw an uppercut and land and do some damage. And I tweeted. I'm pretty sure you follow my timeline, Mr. Wells. I said in the second round, he is due to hit him with something he don't see. That's what happened.
Yeah, the body shot was vicious, man. Yeah, I mean, it obviously caught him so off guard.
He got up, though. I'll give him a chance. He got up, but the ref made a good stop. He was going to get seriously hurt.
Yeah, it was a great stoppage. It was a great stoppage. And the fact that Lomachenko got put on his ass and then regrouped and then was like, okay, I'm going to just go back to what I was doing the first 5 rounds, and that's piecing you up, picking you apart. And that's what he did, man. And, along that line of what you were saying about, fighters having to go through adversity and all this other kind of stuff. Like, I get it from a point, like a little bit, but at the same time, it's like people were saying this about Amanda Nunes last night. Like, why does Amanda Nunes' opponents have to go in there and kick her ass for you to respect Amanda Nunes more? That doesn't make any damn sense. Because some people were saying, I'm not gonna get on the Amanda Nunes hype train anymore. I'm done carrying the flag for her. Like, why? She dominated Raquel Pennington for 4.5 rounds until it was finally stopped. She made her opponent question her ability to continue fighting. How was that not impressive? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
She had a hell of a performance. She had a great game plan. She did her thing. The only thing I was questioning, which we will get into on the Slip in There podcast, is why did she end the show quicker? But it seemed like she had so much respect for Raquel that she basically didn't want to embarrass her and hurt her physically. So she kind of took it easy on her, so to speak, from what one of our guests is going to let us know. Give us the real talk.
Yeah, Dean hops into that. I don't want to dive into that anymore because we talked about that in pretty in depth here with Dean Thomas. So we'll save that for once you hear that interview in a few minutes. But yeah, it's wild, man. The fallout from that whole main event is kind of crazy. A lot of polarizing things. But let's hop into I guess a little bit of other things that happened on the night. Real quick, we'll touch on a couple of things. Obviously, we know how the main event went. Hashtag and still.
What do you think about the whole card? I give it a B minus.
No, the whole card was an A.
A plus.
A plus. The whole card. There was only 2 decisions, and it was fire, like straight highlight reel knockouts throughout. Man, the promotion for this card was like a D, but the way the card played out, A plus. Absolutely incredible card. Incredible card. Jacare Souza, Kelvin Gastelum, easily fight of the night. Damn good fight. Some people.
I picked Kelvin on this very show.
Yeah. It was a split decision, and
it was close.
It was very good, very close fight, and I'm not mad at the decision. I scored it for Gastelum too, 29-28. So, I'm not mad at that. Mackenzie Dern did exactly what I thought she was gonna do, regardless of how much she weighed in.
I'm not feeling her, man. I don't know why. Like, maybe once I interview her in person, 'cause I've seen her and shook her hand, but I have not really talked to her. I'm like, I don't see star. There's like, I see a big booty American Brazilian that has great jiu-jitsu game. That's an average fighter. That they trying to make a star, and I was like,
I don't know what more you need to see, but I mean, obviously she's still a work in progress. But her ground game is elite. She has a lot of shades of what Ronda.
Oh, that transition was filthy.
She has a lot of shades of what Ronda had to work through. So Ronda obviously had to add in the striking game.
Yeah, but I think
Mackenzie
Ronda was a
needs to
better
add in the
athlete.
striking game. It's the same thing here. But
how good of an athlete do you think she is?
That's the thing. Her motivation is going to be the big question mark because she obviously wasn't motivated enough to hit the weight, which.
I'm surprised you blow my phone.
It says a lot about your professionalism. There's a difference between killing yourself trying to make the weight and missing it by a pound or two versus showing up 7 pounds over. Like that's
with a smile on your face.
Yeah, with a smile on your face. Like, I mean, she said sorry. She tried to shake Amanda's hand, all that kind of stuff. Listen, it was just unprofessional. And the fact that she missed by so much, some people were saying that she was cheating.
Technically, it was very. Well, I'm not the way person. I'm not. I know. Hey, you sign on the line. That's what you sign up for. Right. But when she signed up for that money, that's what she knew what she was gonna get as an ABC. But the fact that she basically was almost another weight class, that's where people. And I don't agree with the hashtag MMA fans. But on that one, she could fight at. She could have fought at whatchamacallit, legitly fought at flyweight.
Yeah. The thing is that Mackenzie was always going to win the fight. That's just facts. She was a huge favorite when the fight was announced. She was a minus 250, minus 260, right around there when the lines closed right before the fight. So she was easily going to win the fight. Amanda, she can talk like I'm not trying to hate on Amanda Cooper at all, but at the end of the day, you're a 3-4 fighter, and that's what it is. You're a 3-4 fighter. Mackenzie's undefeated. There's some differences here. There's a clear path to victory for Mackenzie. She's an elite grappler. Amanda doesn't do anything elite. Just facts. Just facts. And that's where we're at. But moving on, John Lineker knocked the hell out of Brian Kelleher. That was a damn good fight as long as it lasted.
Yeah, but Lineker that shows you saw how that gap. He's definitely a gatekeeper. Because you see him against the Dillashaws and the Garbrandts, he ain't that guy. He's a very talented guy, but the gap between him and them guys is like night and day. It's not even close.
I agree.
He's a top 5 guy, too.
I agree to a point. What we see is that he does the same thing every fight. He's going to charge forward and wing hooks at you until you can't take him anymore or until you get caught with one flush. And that's what he does. That's his game. And he's either going to knock you out or he's not. It's not... He doesn't show us anything different, so I agree with you there. Opening fight on the main card. Vitor got sent into the Shadow Realm once again by the same method that Anderson Silva sent him there. But Lyoto had the most picturesque knockout, and the post-kick swag was on 100, man. It was
the thing is, he actually did it. That's what tripped me out. I'm like, I see the kick when I see the highlight. I didn't watch it live. I missed the first fight, so I'm sitting there see it. I see the full extension. Like, man, he look like Anderson Silva, but the follow through and just the
hands on the hips. Listen, this fight sucked up until that moment. It was terrible. It was damn near like I was like thinking about, can I go run and get some food or something, because this fight is garbage right now. They didn't throw it. I think they threw like one strike in like the first 4 minutes. It was terrible. But then Vitor got lulled to sleep. Lyoto hit him with a few hip switches, and Vitor didn't respond. So all right, here comes that kick. Whap! And that's where we're at. Vitor left his gloves in the octagon. He's done. If he's truly done, I don't know if we're going to see TRT Tour in Ryzen soon. But, hey, man, hang him up. hang him up if you can.
Speaking of that fight, mad props to Louis Delta for doing what he had to do, but mad props to him knowing where he's at in his career. He ain't trying to call out no young lion. We already saw that with the Derek Brunson of the world come out the blue and put him to another country. He's like, you know, I'm cool fighting in Brazil, being a legend, living off my title, and fighting these other guys. Hey, Michael Bisping, you in my age bracket, let's do this.
I agree 100%, man. As long as you know where you're at in your career, I have no problem with
But
you.
most people don't know that.
Fighting. Yeah, a lot of people don't, but he does. So hey, more props to you. That's what you should know. You got to have these conversations with your team and you know, be honest with yourself about where you're at. Because if you go up there against the tip top of that division, you're gonna have some issues. So
you don't want that in your life.
Yeah.
At damn near 40.
Nothing wrong with going out there and still having competitive fights that you can win. So I'm not mad at that at all. Let's sit on Bellator real quick. Ryan Bader starched King Mo in 14 seconds. It was one punch. King Mo got dropped down, and then the TKO stoppage came just a few seconds later. Paul Daly got John Fitch, and yeah, Aaron Pico though. Aaron Pico's that guy. If you guys haven't seen Aaron Pico fight, I mean his last couple of fights, man.
I saw his first fight.
Everybody saw his first fight, right? Because it was the most hype, like his debut, and he got starched in a matter of seconds. But since that moment, this kid looks like every bit the guy that they're trying to hype up, and he's amazing first round knockout of Lee Morrison, and just a damn good performance. He's looking very good. He's a guy that the Bellator can really get a lot of promotion behind, a lot of star power behind. So good look on Aaron Pico. Shout out to Chet Congo as well, getting a knockout. So big wins there. But that's where we're at, man, for Bellator and UFC. Lomachenko we touched on as well. And I think
shout out to our girl Michaela Mayer, friend of the show. Had her best, most dominant performance. Couldn't get the girl out of there in her KO streak, but got that hand raised. She is now 6-0.
Yeah, getting it done, getting her hand raised, man. We'll try to get her back on soon. She's been on the show twice previously, so hey, let's make it a third time. I think that's about it, guys. It's about time to get into these interviews. We got 4 lined up for you, so it's a hell of a show today. Hell of a show this weekend, rather. So we're going to get into it here in just a minute. Please remember to like, subscribe on YouTube.
We appreciate the feedback.
Yes.
And we will correct things if you see people in the UK trying to stay on us.
Hey, we definitely listen and read all the comments, so keep them coming in. We appreciate it. Subscribe on iTunes as well, Spreaker. Leave us a review on iTunes too, please. Hit the 5 stars if you like us. And leave us a review that just helps get the visibility up, and it's something free that you can do to help us out. So please do that. And yeah, follow us on Twitter at Slip and Dip Podcast for the show, at Kendrick Johnson, at Mr. M Wells Art. We're on the Twitter heavy, on the Instagram as well at Slip and Dip Podcast, and I'm on Instagram at M Wells Art. So give us a follow there as well. And that's where you can find us at, guys. Episode 52.
We rolling!
It's a special one, guys. It's a special one. Happy Mother's Day once again out there, everybody.